formed in 2003 with me, Rex, Anand, Jofi and John. And later on, three of them moved out, and then Midun joined us, and then Naresh. That's it. Avial, as we all know, it's a mixed vegetable dish which we Malayalis love.
So one fine morning I came up with this name, Avial, and I asked the band members, like, how is it? So they all liked it, and after all we love this dish very much, all of us.
So even before Avial was formed, we were all in different bands. I was singing for a band called Charisma, and then Rex was part of Mother Jane back then, and then Anand had this band. What was the name of the band?
Overdrive.
Overdrive. John was also part of Charisma. So we all knew each other as musicians.
Basically we were all playing rock music. So
As in English. So one fine morning we decided to sing in Malayalam, and that's how it happened.
it would have been a risk if we were like singing in English for us, because everybody is singing in English and nobody is trying to get to the roots. And so we thought that it'll be like easy for us in one way. It's not a risk. We never think that it's a risk, because this language we are very fluent with to speak. Every time at home, everywhere we speak this language, Malayalam. So for us, this is more comfortable to communicate to the audience musically.
Actually, the first song that we did was Nada Nada back in 2003. We shot a video. It was shot by Pradeep in Madras. So we got a pretty good feedback out of that video. And it took us 4 years to complete our first album. Most of the musicians, in the country were pretty much known by then with that single Nada Nada video. The crowd response was very good. Actually, for our live gigs, half of them are Malayalis, half of them are like non-Malayalis.
So Malayalis mostly listen to the language, and the non-Malayalis listen to the music.
Guys write lyrics for us because it's in folk Malayalam. It's not the Malayalam that we speak. These guys are like experts in writing folk. So we, sit together and work.
I think the biggest catch in Nada Nada is the word Nada Nada itself repeating a lot of times. And when people listen to it, I think
anybody and everybody can say it.
It's like
say Nada 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 Nada.
I think it's very. Even for us, it was like sounding very unique. Like Nada repeating a lot of times. It's like walk, 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 walk. You won't actually like speak, walk, 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 walk. Even in Malayalam, you don't speak that, but it has that unique sounding and something that people can relate to and groove into. So
it was featured on India's Rock a compilation album by EMI Records. So according to indecision.com, Nada Nada was the 12th best song of the decade.
The first song that I actually did with Avial was Nada Nada. And the thing about the song is that it was already actually released. They had made a video for it, just that track as a single. They made a video for it and they had actually released it in Kerala and the local music channels and stuff out there. So that song was pretty notorious. Everyone knew about it and everyone actually had heard about the song. So to do it again and like release it in an album, it needed to be fresh. It couldn't have been just exactly the same way it was at that point. So that's where I think I came in, where I was playing the bass and stuff, and we started jamming on the track because they had already laid down all the other tracks along with Rex's guitar and stuff. So when I actually started recording that, I started just adding stuff that I would play on it, and Rex was suddenly, I like that. So I kept on like doing more things which Rex actually liked, and we added onto the track. And before we knew it, Nara Nara was like something that I was really proud of. So, but naturally when it came out, it was a huge success again. So. Ayyo Rama Rama Saka Goitu Hennu Makkalannu maintain Madudu Saka Goitu Devane. Now this is a Kannada song sung by me for a Kannada movie, but I don't understand the language. Still, people who don't understand the language like it very much. And same is the case with Avail. Its language is not the barrier. It's the music that really is appreciated by one and all. And that is the reason they have a huge fan following. And wherever they go, people really love them.
Karukara again is a folk song written by a very well-known poet, Kavalam Narayanapanikkar. It speaks about rain. It speaks about monsoon hitting Kerala. So there are actually a couple of original folk songs that we did in our first album, which is one is Karukara and the other one is Chekele. Chekele is a folk song which is sung during harvest season, which is It was definitely a new experience, which was fresh since we all sang in English before Avial. So to start singing in Malayalam was something new. It was very challenging. Ettam Pattu is simply it's the 8th song.
It's the eighth song of the album. So there is nothing much behind it. It's about illusion. So
it's about a dream. It's about drifting along. That song was written by Subi Velamanur.
we were also featured in Netherlands worldwide, along with bands from Nepal and Sri Lanka.
Okay, in 2009 in New Delhi, there was this World Music Festival happened. It was called the South Asian Band Festival. So we had performed.
Yeah, in 2008, there was this festival called Sakifo, where there were like 40 bands from all over the world, like a lot of different genres, like reggae, mostly reggae and world music.
So for the World Music Festival that happened in Mauritius, we were the only band to represent our country.
I wouldn't call that endorsement. It's an exclusive deal to play the guitars. They provide me like the guitar that I like the most. Gibson launched in India, I think, around the time that we released the album also. So that time they were like interested. They asked me like what guitar I would like, and I said Gibson Classic. So they gave me that. Yeah. So after that, it's all Gibson. Found us from MySpace. They listened to our music. They liked the song Karukara the most, and they approached us through email and asked us if we could collaborate with them with the same kind of sounds we used in Karukara, because I was playing an electric sitar in that. So they wanted the same sound and they wanted his voice. So they came down The producer came down. We recorded in the studio, and we produced a song together called Me Sape. We didn't actually know it was the press meet of this thing until we reached there, and we went to this hotel Taj, and then we knew that it was this press meet and A.R Rehman is coming. Suddenly everything changed.
So one fine morning we got a call from a record label to perform in Delhi. So we reached Delhi and we found out that it was for a reality show launch.
To be featured in Doordarshan.
Patrish and A.R Rehman collaboration.
Yeah.
So we happened to meet A.R Rehman there in Delhi, which was really nice.
And next day, flying back, we saw this newspaper where he was saying, I like bands like Avial. That was a nice feeling.
That was for the Bihar Floods Fund Raising. There were a lot of bands, and then there were a lot of Bollywood. You know, it was Bollywood and rock bands together because it was for the Rock On, the movie which came out. So we did perform a couple of songs. So we had performed for the Rock On for Humanity, which was a fundraiser for the victims of the Bihar floods. It was Papaya Media, friends of ours from Cochin. They're the ones who did our website. So we had a gig in Blue Frog in Bombay, where our special guest was Ehsan Noorani. So he came and inaugurated our website. It was fun. The drawings of our face, each of us in that picture, it was pretty nice. It was a mural, a style of drawing that this day did, which was pretty interesting. We all really liked it. Yeah, Ayyo was a song which we did a short version of it acoustic version of Ayyo, which we did, and it was on that occasion we had put Ayyo teaser for a free download, and lots of people liked it. Yeah, it was nice to see that more than 500 downloads happened at that one day. It was the first time that we ever performed in a stadium, and that too for a cricket match. They showed a clips, video clips of us performing on Sony Max, which was nice.
Yeah, it was a great experience to be a part of IPL. The huge crowd surrounding us. I think it's a great exposure for rock fans like us to be on that kind of stage. We had won 6 Jack Daniel Awards for the best song, best album and best band from the Critics' Choice and the Popular Choice. There was this feature of guitar players, a lot of international and Indian, so I was placed between the 5 guitar players in India, best. It really surprises me.
Anakallan meaning, a direct translation would be elephant thief, a big thief. It's a theft-inspired song. The theft happened in this house where we are now. That too in the morning, I lost a couple of stuff. Some money we lost. So it's a theft-inspired song. It is also going to be in our second album. It's part of a movie, Salt and Pepper.
We recently saw Avial's new track, which actually they made a video for, actually came out for a film, I think. And that promo track was out on the net, and I actually got to check it out. And I was really surprised. And the things I've been seeing, is that Tony, for the last album, he had to pull off what Anand actually sang live. So it was really tough on him. So I was always thinking like the new album would do justice to him, and I think that's what's happened with this, because this song has been created with Tony's voice in mind, and Tony's really shining in this one. So when I checked it out, that's the first thing that I was actually happy, watching. And also their music is it doesn't have that much of the folk element in this track, but it has the funk element and it's really rocking. So I was really happy checking it out.
Our second album is under construction. So far we have 5 or 6 songs. It's not ready yet, but we've been working on those songs. Yeah, when we make mistakes, we
smile.
we smile at each other and we try to come back, put it all together. Our desire to do more music, our unity.
Our love for music
Yeah, our love for music, definitely.
is the strength.